Hi everyone, my name is Sammy and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. I am here to talk about the ick. I'm gonna give you guys two definitions because there's the TikTok definition and then there's the definition that I discovered way back in 2019 in high school when I realized that the ick is what I actually had in a relationship that I was in. I am very passionate about this topic. Will you stop squeaking? If I don't get a new chair soon, I'm going to leap off a bridge. I'm very passionate about this topic because it is something that I experienced and I am seeing people blatantly portray it in a different manner, in a different light, and using it as an excuse to make fun of other people on the internet. And I think it's fucking disgusting. So let's talk about it. The ick. First, we're gonna talk about the TikTok definition. The TikTok definition is basically when a person that you are with does something that you think is a little silly, a little uncomfortable, a little too feminine or too masculine for your liking, a little too childish even, and suddenly you lost attraction to them. Suddenly, you want nothing to do with them. You think that they're scum of the earth. And so you take a video of them and you post it onto TikTok for the whole world to see. And everyone else is like, yeah, fucking disgusting. That's the TikTok definition. My TikTok definition, okay? It's not like I'm reading this off Google. Let me preface, okay? My definition from 2019, or what I believed previously to be what the ick really is, and what I still think what the ick really is when you are dating a person, individual, and I think over time, something isn't clicking, right? You don't have the chemistry, they are breaking your boundaries, they are not listening to you or respecting you in the way that you would like to or need to be, and some discomfort continues to build, and then suddenly every little thing that they do is so irritating, so stupid, and you just cannot stand to be around them. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts if you have ever experienced the definition I just gave. That ick, I would love to hear about it because I had experiences with that, and it was all because of the previous things I listed. Boundaries being broken, not being respected, just not clicking, you know? And that's where that discomfort comes from, where that, what's wrong with you? You can't stand to be around them. Everything they do, your brain is like, oh, that's stupid. And I absolutely hated feeling this way, which is why I knew the relationship had to end, because I hate being overly negative. I do have anger issues, okay? But when I got the ick, it was so everything, even if they breathed a certain way, I was like, oh my god. And it was like, dude, chill out, Sam. So I knew something was wrong. And then I went on a little journey and discovered that there is in fact a term, and it is called the ick, right? So when I heard that there was an ick phenomena going on TikTok, I had to figure out what exactly people were talking about, because I was like, oh, I used to really be interested in the ick as a topic because I was, looking for a reason as to why it happens. Why is this a feeling? Why am I so negative around this person, And so I found out on my own, and then I went and I found out TikTok's version, which is not at all what I had just discussed. But I do want to preface by saying maybe we don't know the full context, okay? But what I don't think we should be doing is taking videos of your boyfriend or girlfriend doing this thing that you think is so disgusting and so weird, even though it's actually just a normal human activity, and then prefacing it on the internet as if it is the worst thing you can do as a human being. I'm going to show some examples now because I feel like it's important to fully grasp what I'm talking about without me just explaining it. So here are some examples.
A guy walk out of Starbucks with a Frappuccino in his hand, sipping on his green straw. Oh my gosh. Order a black Americano like a man. Dear Lord. It's so weird.
One of my biggest icks with men is when they wake up and they're confused. What? That's womanly. You should wake up knowing exactly where you're at.
So, how are we feeling about this? Do you feel like any of these people had justified reason to blast these people on the internet? How dare this man jump into a pool? He's supposed to be
masculine
and
strong.
And how dare he yell flail into a pool? Like, I didn't like the way that my boyfriend rode a bike. He looked so feminine. It's like, what are you talking about? I was talking about this with my friend, and we were like talking about how it's so stupid that these people are posting about this because you don't truly like that person. You don't like that person. You didn't like them for who they were. You didn't have an emotional connection with them. You don't care about their feelings. You're not empathetic towards them. Like, none of that if you are willing to post something like that and laugh at them because you thought that something they did was stupid or silly. And it's self-projection is what it is. Like, you're self-projecting your beliefs onto them. Like, if you're a woman that thinks men should be overly masculine and never show vulnerability or a weak side, then yes, you're going to think that a guy riding a bike in a silly manner is disgusting because you have that imposed belief in you that how dare he not look masculine while riding a bike. Like, girl, who didn't truly like that person then, you know? Because I think when I look at all of these gigantic compilation of videos, I put myself in the situation, right? So if my partner was in any of these situations, I would never be disgusted with him. I would think it was endearing, if anything, because I love him for who he is. And it's like, there's none of that self-imposed self-insecurity or self-imposed beliefs that people should be in specific categories. You're just a very judgmental person, and I don't know why you are telling the whole world that by posting these videos, you know? And I don't know why it's a whole bandwagon that people are jumping on. So I wanted to talk about it because I genuinely do not understand why it's such a big thing to do. And I've seen men on podcasts talking about, oh, what is your list of icks that girls do? And you literally have to dislike this person. Genuinely, there is no love or likeness towards them. And that's why I'm saying the ick itself is literally just, let me preface this, the actual ick definition is just being intensely disgusted by something that someone does. But the psychology behind it, because that person no longer was respectful, no longer saw eye to eye with me or whoever the person is, you are not getting along with this person. And that is why you are feeling such intense emotions, because if you're in a relationship, you feel like, oh, we're supposed to be together and be this awesome thing, but we're not that because I feel so upset around them. And then everything they do, because you are always around them or because you have this expectation with them, it's like, now I have all this negative emotions. And that's where, I think the ick is when it's coming out, you know, the negative emotions that have been piling up, it's coming out and you're taking it out on them, you know, and that's when you know that the relationship needs to end. So for these people to just be like, oh no, my boyfriend did this one little thing and now I think he's disgusting, get him out of here. Like, oh my god, you didn't really like him then. I feel like a lot of these people that are posting things, my general read on who they might be kind of feels like they're very shallow with their relationships. They expect a lot of things, and if people don't meet these small criteria, like I said earlier, if he's not really masculine or she's not really feminine, they're not really feminine, they're not this or that, then this hate comes out, you know, and then it's like, oh my god, how dare you not do what I perceive as amazing. People are normalizing this, and it's so weird. It's so weird and so negative. I don't really understand who's finding this comical, you know? I just can't help but feel bad for the people on the receiving end. You know, I don't know anything about these people. It can't feel nice to have your face plastered everywhere with the caption explaining how weird you are for taking a bigger bite of pizza than expected, or burping at the table, for sniffing too loudly, genuinely.
What?
And people just recording you, people that you trust to be around, because statistically speaking, because of the way that the patriarchy and just society in general has caused men to grow up needing to be so oh my gosh, I need to be so masculine, I can't show any emotions or vulnerability. Because that is such a thing, it can show that they trust you, you know, if they are vulnerable. Of course, I'm speaking to everyone as a whole, but this is just an example. If you are to break that trust, for you to literally put someone on blast on the internet when they trusted you, trusted being around you, trusted to be themselves around you, and then you just make fun of them for it, it's just so disgusting. And I don't understand understand why it's such a big thing that everyone's like, oh, haha, I got the ick because I didn't like the way my girlfriend tied her shoes today. It's just so stupid. Like literally random activities, random human activities that people are doing. And I'm like, wow, you guys are just hateful. You don't have the ick, you're just a hater. Sorry, I had to break the news to you this way, but maybe you should do some self-reflection, take a look in the mirror, maybe meditate, go for a walk, take some deep breaths, because girl, dude, you need to chill. You need to relax. Oh, don't date. Don't date. Please don't date people if you're gonna do this. If you're shallow, if you're not open to other people being themselves around you, if you're gonna record them and post it on your TikTok of 1,000 followers, please. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter. If you're gonna post them on your TikTok online for everyone to see, making fun of them, it doesn't matter how many views it gets. Don't do it. Don't do it. You are an asshole if you do that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I just feel very passionate about this because I don't understand why people are so negative all the time and just self-projecting their insecurities, their beliefs onto people, and just expecting everyone to be perfect in their eyes. Otherwise, they deserve a lot of hate and a lot of grounds to be made fun of. And I don't agree. I'm gonna be honest. I don't agree. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for 950 subscribers. Guys, if we hit 1,000 before I've had a chance to upload this video, I'm gonna shit my pants. Because guys, I haven't felt like I've done anything that I'm like super proud of to merit this. And like everyone is coming from my JoJo Siwa video, which like I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, especially who check out my other videos, because there's a lot of them that I'm way more proud of that don't, like, coincidentally, all of the videos that I'm super proud of are actually my least viewed. So it means a lot when you guys check out my other videos. I do put a lot of work and love into them. So thank you so much for checking in this channel, in the things that I've created, and I really appreciate all of you guys who have stuck around, who have subscribed, and my fingers, and my head just stopped working. Oh god, head empty. And I'm going out of town for a few days, so hopefully I can get this video out there before I hit 1,000. But I have so much fun creating these, and I have so much fun just creating and making things and sharing them with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, feel free to check out my other videos. You might like them more than this one. There's a good chance. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys when I upload again. Bye!